Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. I think as the grain is building up in here, it is definitely getting a bit heavier duty. Alright, now, which way? It's this side that we need to go. I have unfortunately got this one back to front. It should be able to go round the field in the other direction. That is a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have done it like this, because you should be driving around the field with the auger on the outside of the field. So that's my bad. I did get that bit wrong. I don't really have any major regrets, though. I mean, I think this is absolutely fine, and I think we're going to be okay with this. The grass, I'm not going to do again this year. We've done one cut of grass. We've got so much there now that we don't need to worry about that. It will, at some point, be a thing that we need to do more than once in a year, but for now, we're doing all right with it. And we're approaching the edge of the field, so I want to just bring that round steady. I don't know if I'm going to do this field in 2 passes or if I'm going to have to do another run up through the middle. Possibly we're going to have to do a run up through the middle. Let's have a look. Yes, definitely. Okay. Well, that's all right. Let me just finish up this field and we'll see how many litres of beans we end up with. There's the end of the harvest. We have... Ah! No! Oh, I am so disappointed with that. I am so bitterly disappointed. 119,968. I was hoping that we would actually break the 120,000 litre mark. It's not the end of the world, but I'm still disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I was hoping for better. Let's bring you in over this way. I love the way it does that. So I've got 60,000 litres of beans in here now. I'm going to switch back over to the factories a second. We're going to go into here. We will scroll down quickly to the potato one. Right, at the moment, I've got sunflower oil going in there. And so that is being turned into vegetable fat. I have another vegetable fat recipe right here, which is 2 beans into 1 fat. And I'm going to use that one as well. So I'm going to activate that bad boy. So we've got both of them going. And then the rest of this, I'm not putting the beans into the oil thing. I don't want to do that. But the rest of these beans that I've got right here, I'm going to run them over to this machine here, this factory right here. And we will turn these will go towards the animal feed, the mineral feed that we're making for the animals. That doesn't seem right. Why aren't you going in there properly? Have I already got the stuff in there? Mineral feed. Soybeans, 10,000. Should definitely be able to get some more thousands in there. I wonder if it's because the spout is too high. Ah, there we go. Right. Seems it's because the spout was potentially a little bit too high. But anyway, I've now got 50,000 litres of beans in there. And I got some spare beans. I'm going to go and put these in storage, as I'm not planning to grow any more beans this year. The rest of them we will save for the mineral feed. And then I'm going to want to harvest the corn. So sunflowers I definitely need to plant. And I got to decide what else I'm going to plant. I don't actually know. Right, I know that there's some things that I kind of want, but I've got a whole load of wheat that is being planted, and that's really good. We're going to be using that. I've got corn at the moment, and I don't need lots of corn. More oats probably wouldn't hurt. So I'm growing sunflowers. I'm growing I'm growing sunflowers next year. I'm already growing canola for next year. I don't have very much in the way of beans. So, I mean, really, I should think about growing some beans. That seems to be the most sensible option. These two fields here are going to be sunflowers. I don't have any oats at all, and I've not got that many beans. Although the beans, I've probably got enough beans for us to be going on with. So if I was to plant that field there with oats, because I got 2 cereal factories, and then these 2 with sunflowers, I think that'll be all right. I think that'll work just fine. Okay, let's jump over to this one now. I think this one, I don't have a wider header on this one. If I don't, that is definitely something that is on my to-do list of things that I need to do in the future. Right now, though, I just need to get it over to the field, and we need to start the harvest. Apparently, he doesn't like ramming into a light pole right there. I will start unfolding as we go along. That one unfolds slowly. I should try and do something about that. Slow unfolding is never a good thing. This one right here on the front is also a slow unfolder. Something else I'm going to have to work on then. Well, we'll do something about that at some point. I don't know when. Let's start you up. You have got straw being left behind. Disable straw swap. Yep, that's fine. Right. And this combine is the correct way round. I might actually see if I can change that round. So 70 kilometers an hour is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. What I'm not so keen on is the narrow width of cut on this thing. It is something that I'm going to have to do something about. But, I mean, to be honest, it's not going to hurt us a tremendous amount. It does mean that I'm going to need to do twice around the edge of the field before I can leave the hired help to carry on with this harvest. And then we can go and get the not the grape harvester, the olive harvester. And we'll drag that one down here, and we can harvest our olives down here in the corner. I've done twice around everything except for this bit here, so I'm going to see if the hired help can cope with twice around being enough to be able to turn on the ends. We've already got 36,000 litres of corn in here, which is really good. I'm quite pleased about this. So I can turn corn into oil. So we could just take the corn that we've got, we could turn that into oil, and we could sell the oil for any excess corn. Because I've got 2 things that I'm using corn for anyway, and that was something that I was wondering about, was whether I should get an extra mod to do something different with the corn. But I'm quite happy to make corn oil and sell that, because corn oil in some places is a really big thing. I think in the States you use huge amounts of corn oil for different things. You don't get it so much here in this country, but I believe that it is used in some things. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We have this one now operating properly, and it does seem that the hired help is going to be able to cope with turning round without driving into the ditch on the end, which is great. So I can skip over to this one, and I can take this one down to the olives, and we can start this one working on harvesting those olives, and then bring them back up here. So I got to drive out this way. Ooh, there is another thing that I want to do. Stick to the roads, shall we? Besides building a shed. Building a shed is on my to-do list. I may have mentioned that once or twice, that it's on the to-do list. But no, there is another thing that I want to do. One is I want these harvesters to be able to drive faster, because this is horribly slow. But also, we've got, down this way, our renewable energy section. And I haven't added anything to it for quite some time. And we've got a load of money at the moment. I've built some factories. I don't really think that I need any other factories today. So what I'm going to do is drive in here. So that's the renewable energies that we got at the moment, and I'm going to build a few more. So what do we got? We want to go to... Is it under tools? It's not under tools. It's production generators. That's the one that we want. Right. I have got, right now, that one. Solar panel, 3,000 watt. WA. 3,000. Oh, I was building 2 of everything. That's what I was doing. I was building 2 of everything. So I've got this one here, this small solar collector. I put a couple of those in. This one here, the large solar collector, that's a different one. I'll put a couple of those in over here. This is a small wind energy converter. We'll put one here and one here. I've then got a small wind turbine. They're 155,000 each. They're rather expensive. I've got a holiday house. We've got several holiday homes. And then I've also got the mill that I had. There's 3 different versions of it that make noise. Bring that round. What is that? Is that one? Is that one? Why are there 3? Oh, it's because it's Cat 5, and Cat 10. That's why. I haven't actually changed the amount that they make, so 2 of these could be quite cool, because these are 40 grand a piece. That's not too bad, I don't think. Let's bring that down a little bit. So, how far down do we go? We're down to about there. I'm going to put the 2 mills over here. I'm going to put one there. Put one there fairly close to it. So they're quite close to each other. Then we've got cellular antenna. That's not really renewable energy, is it? That's something different entirely. I don't know that I want a cellular antenna down here. We'll leave that. Gas station with daily income. Facility with gas canisters which are sold to the local farmers. Again, that's not something I'm going to put here. Like these buildings and that, they're not going down in this location. I've already done a series where I was using those, so I probably won't use them this time. Solar panel 300 watt. That's the one that I... WA. There's a mechanism for automatic vertical rotation and horizontal tilt, which increases its efficiency. Oh, I see. Right. So you get 2 different versions of it. Yeah, I've already used some of those. There's a radio tower. We're not going to use that. Big solar field. I'm going to use that either. I got 145,000. Let's use some of these. We're going to use some of these vertical axes ones. So I want 2 of those. And I want 2 of these. And then I want... That was 200,000? Good gravy. Water wheel one right here. This is another 480 a month. I'll put 2 of these in. Like that. Those 3 I've already got. We've then got the windmills packs. There's these there. That's 50 grand. These are really expensive wind turbine. Okay, so I've run out of money, basically. I can't afford to get any more. If I can't get 2 at once, then I'm not going to worry about them. And I need to drive it over to my olives, which are just the other side of these trees. And yes, I have gotten hopelessly stuck. I was wondering about whether I should not tell you that and just quietly disappear off. But no, I'm being upfront. I did get hopelessly stuck trying to drive through that ditch. I don't know if there's a ditch out the other side here. I'm about to find out. Is there? Yes, there is. Can I get across it? Yes, I can. Excellent. Right, it is grape harvest time. Let's have a look in here, and I'll see what the yield... You know what I didn't do? Oh, yes, I did. I did do fertilizer, but I didn't come back and do another lot of fertilizer. So it says 46. We've got yield bonus of like 74%. Doesn't feel like I've given the full yield bonus on here. So we'll see whether we can do something different next year or not. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll lift that one up there like that. All the way up to maximum. Start this one up, and... off we trot. It seems to have much the same trouble that I have with the grape one, and that is trying to keep it in a straight line. And it's the fact that everything is so slow with doing this work that is the main reason that I don't like to do it. And I don't know how many people use the grape, the grapes and olives thing. I know some people like to do a little bit of it. Let me know in the comments section. Those of you who still play the game, those of you who play on a regular basis, do you do very much to grapes and olives? Like, you know, some people, there's certain aspects of the game they just never touch. They hardly do anything to. Forestry, I sort of go spits and spurts with that. Like, sometimes I like doing forestry, and I'll do a fair section of it. And then the rest of the time I leave it completely alone. It's much the same with sugarcane. I'm not that fond of sugarcane a lot of the time, unless I can at least speed things up a little bit. The standard game sugarcane items I don't like. I absolutely do not like the base game sugarcane stuff. It's too slow. It just takes way too long for my liking. And I end up getting really, really bored with it. So, for that reason, I don't generally do a lot of sugarcane. The last time I did I haven't done any sugarcane in FS20. What are we on? It's FS22. I was thinking 21. It's not. It's 22. FS22. I have not done any sugarcane. I did do sugarcane I did quite a lot of sugarcane in the last time-lapse series in FS19, which was the Estancia Lapacho one. I did a lot of sugarcane there. And the reason I did a lot of sugarcane in that one was because I changed some mods and just made it so that they would harvest faster. I gave the sugarcane harvester a little bit of onboard capacity so that I didn't just have to follow it around the field. I could go and empty a trailer and it would keep going and filling up. A few people didn't like that. I got quite a lot of pushback on that in the time-lapse series, which is kind of understandable because I was really breaking the bounds of realism with that, and realism seems to be quite important to anybody that watches that time-lapse series. But when it comes to sugarcane, this kind of series does actually seem like a good series to do it in. Cotton is another one that I just don't like. It takes too long. I've never enjoyed doing cotton. I've tried it a couple times, and not once have I ever done the cotton harvesting experience and come away from it thinking, yep, I really enjoyed that, I want to do more. Not once have I ever felt that way. That one is just not something for me. I might do some cotton in this series at some point, but it's highly, highly unlikely. If I'm going to do a big lot of a crop that wouldn't normally be done in a big lot, it will be sugarcane, and I will find alternative methods of harvesting that sugarcane. I'm only going to do it if I've got other ways of harvesting. I've already got planters that can put it in the ground, thanks to Stevie. That bit's not going to be a problem. What will be a problem is the harvesting of it. I think I've got combines that can do it, or foragers that can do it, in which case, yep, okay, we'll crack right on. There is actually a few mods for sugarcane harvesting now, and I might be able to tweak and twist those around a little bit and have a bit of fun with them and make some changes on those as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I have now done the olive harvesting. That is now completed and done. There, let me bring this one down here so he's got a bit of light on him. Sort of. There's not much light here really, is there? But anyway, there is your olive harvest. It has been completed. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, yes, admittedly it's not very exciting doing this little bit of harvesting, but I'm gonna do it at least for a few years yet, just to see it in action and see it going on. The olives and the grapes. I just like to have a little bit. My whole plan of having a much, much bigger amount seems to have not worked out very well for us, so hopefully we'll be able to do something different with that in the future. I'm just not quite sure when. Let's go and have a look and see how this combine is getting on. Over here somewhere. There he is. I wonder if I'm going to get over there before he goes sweeping up through. I love the way that we've got all these lines of straw on the ground. So he is going at a phenomenal speed. And we have got a nice little... Oh, that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Alright, I knew it was doing a good job here. I knew that it was getting on and just sort of doing it, because you can see the corn is slowly filling up the machine there. It's now on 120,000 litres. You can see up in the top top left-hand corner. 120,000 litres of corn is now in that combine. So he's slowly filling up. We're going to have to take our trailer down and we're going to have to empty him out in a minute. But that is just glorious, the way that he races across the field like that. That is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So it's something I'm really pleased with that. Not so pleased with that. I clearly was right away there, and I had two cars come at me. I basically got sandwiched right there. They both hammered me from each end. That was completely unfair. You didn't need to go doing that. I do not want to be a sandwich. Right. Let's bring you in this way. I've got a... Oh, no, there isn't a ditch on that end. But anyway, I'm going to take this one. So these olives, the only place we can take olives is to the oil mill, and I will tip them out there. And then all future olives will come from... Well, all future olives. The olives that we'll be using for a little while there will come from over here as well. So we're going to go and tip these in here. And then we'll get plenty of olive oil coming out, which should go over to the pizzas and then start the pizzas being able to cook. Although the main issue we got with the pizzas is we need bigger greenhouses. And the only way that we're going to get bigger greenhouses is if we get the Cat 5 greenhouses. And I can't remember how much those are. I don't actually think they're too bad. The dairy is one that we'll want to boost at some point soon, I think. But the greenhouses, how much are the Cat 5 greenhouses? Let's have a look. Production, greenhouses. That is all the way at the top end. I don't want that. Cat potato processing. Cat 5 processing, right there. 15,000. 500,000 for the expensive one. Right, well, at least I've put the expensive one up. The grape one is 7.5 million. 500,000 for the Cat 10 greenhouse. To be honest, I think the Cat 10 one should be more than that. I mean, I've got the Cat 5 one here at 90,000, which is quite affordable. I can't afford it this month, but we'll have to get into the comments section and tell me if you think the Cat 10 one should be 5 million rather than 500,000. I kind of feel like, on the scale of everything that I'm wanting to build up to, that 500,000 is not enough. I know that with the 6 greenhouses that I've got, in order to get to that, I'm going to require 3 million, but it still doesn't seem like it's very much in the grand scheme of things. So, comment section, please let me know. Do you think that the Cat 10 greenhouses should be 5 million apiece rather than 500,000? I'm not actually going to change the Cat 5 ones. I'm going to leave those as they are because I just feel that it would be a better option. Being able to increase the speed of the greenhouses a bit, it's going to help everything else, which is going to help us with our money a bit. Yes, I could put those up to, say, 1 million apiece, but the reason that I don't want to do that is because I'm going to be getting to them. It's just going to take longer, and that bit feels like it's artificially increasing the time that it will take me to reach that point, whereas I don't think that we actually need to have that artificial inflation on it. Because we've already got the inflation on so many other things. Does that make any sense to any of you? I'm hoping it does. Right. The other thing that I want to do is I want to be able to unload this combine. So I need the combine. Oh, he is actually going to start coming out. But whether or not I'm going to be able to stay with him across the field is entirely another matter, because he can accelerate faster than I can. Stop! No, come back! Oh, no, 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 no! Don't run away without me. Okay, I'm speeding up. He's too far ahead. And now he's going to... It's not... That's not how that was supposed to go down. Right, he's on 98%. I'm just going to have to wait for him to stop. And then I'm going to have to empty him out then, I think. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's not do that. Let me just do it itself, right? I'll just turn the hired help off. And I'll bring us one over. And we'll empty that into the trailer. And we can send him off again. That's absolutely brilliant. I love that. How long does this one take to unload, though? Oh, he's slow. I don't like this. We definitely need to speed up the unloading speed on this combine. This is painfully slow, and it's not what we want. But anyway, we can do that. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.